Hi, my name is Adam Fischer. I'm a senior at Boston Latin Academy. I'm done with my classes, but I haven't graduated yet, so I'm technically still a senior. So I'm the president of the Boston Student Advisory Council, which we call BSAC. For those of you who don't know, that's a group in this city. It's a partnership with this organization called Youth on Board and the Boston Public Schools, and it's made up of students from all different public high schools in the city who come together and work on projects to solve problems and benefit the Boston Public Schools. And it gives a chance for the students to share their voice and to share their opinion. One of the main things we've been working on this past couple of years is a constructive feedback survey, and it recently passed by the school committee, and it's now a mandate that all students fill out a constructive feedback form for their teachers, all their teachers at the end of the school year. What we really want this to be an evaluation. We wish students could evaluate their teachers instead of just give feedback. And surprisingly, none of the speakers mentioned this type of evaluation of teachers, which is students giving students, hearing students' point of view, which is how they do it in college. That's how the college teacher evaluations work. The students fill out the evaluation at the end of every year. Unfortunately, this type can be overlooked a lot, despite the fact that it's the best means of evaluating teachers. It's better than the other ways that were mentioned in for example, the characteristics, degrees, experience. Many students that have come to BSAC and said that they've had teachers who've had masters that weren't as good as teachers who were just out of college, or teachers with PhDs weren't as good as teachers with masters, etc. With this, you'll get the best teachers no matter what their degree are, and that's really what you want, the best teachers. Also, standardized tests. A lot of BSAC members think that those aren't really ways to judge how smart a student is, and the stuff that they gain from teachers might not be able to be tested until years after. Also, the performance evaluations, where the administrators sit in on classes. Every student will tell you that their teacher completely changes when the evaluators walk in. If you have student evaluations, the teachers are held responsible the entire time. The students are in the classroom every day, 5 days a week. They know what makes the best teaching, and they're the ones who are at stake, whose futures are at stake if they don't get the best teaching. So why can't you have them evaluate their teachers? Also, this works for everything. Gym teachers, that's which someone said that the other ones might not work for gym teachers, but this works for everything. A lot of people say that some students might not like certain teachers or give bad evaluations because they have got an F or something, but there will be patterns, and that's what you're going off of. You're going off of the majority and what they say, the correlations. So obviously, if there are some students that give bad evaluations, or not bad evaluations, but they didn't fill it out honestly, those won't be looked at as much. So this constructive feedback form that we made has two sections. One section is student learning, where the students fill out about themselves. It gives them a chance to evaluate themselves before they go and evaluate their teachers. And then they go into different questions like, is my teacher enthusiastic about teaching? Does my teacher want the students to learn? Do they care about their job? And things like that. Do they explain the homework well? And we all know that would be the best way. If we could just have that as part of the teacher evaluations, the whole process would be much better.
Thanks, Adam. Maria.
Hello, my name is Maria Fenwick,